Hello, hello. I'm always in a rush at this point. You know how time just flies, right? All of a sudden I'm like, where did that last half hour go? Anyway, we're here. Hashtag Health Wealth Life Day 49. I think it's 49 or 50. Nola, quick off the mark. And Sarah, maybe it's a good time. Sometimes it takes a little while for this to warm up where people get notified and they come on, but sometimes it's quick. Who knows? Who knows? Actually, I wanted to start today on something slightly different. What book are you reading at the moment? What book? I just wanted to grab the book I'm reading. What book are you reading? Lauren, how are you? Hope you're well. I'm reading GoPro at the moment, but that's about becoming a professional at something specific. But I'm just about to read this, which has been highly recommended. It's quite old. What year was it written, actually? Not sure what year it was written, but '94. 1994, so I don't know, 22 years old. You and Rose, are you watching on one phone or two phones? You got one each, or you're sharing it? You're reading my book, Lauren. Excellent, excellent choice. That's the best choice you could make. Let me do this a little bit like a medallion man. The Alchemist. The Alchemist, written in 1994. Have you read it? Have you read this? I haven't, but it's been highly recommended. And the gist is, it's about going on the journey. Paulo Coelho, the author, talks about going on this journey of discovery and how you get lost in it and you end up, boy, why? Is that in the story? Or, boy, why are you reading that book, Sarah? Good book, is it? You've read it, Nola, yeah? Yeah, so that's the book I'm going to read next. We'll have a little chat about books the other day, and really the point about books and how you could read. I read 25 books last year, and it was just through consistency. I said, right, I'm going to read at least 2 pages a day, and when you get there, you end up reading more than that, right? And I love reading, so when you get there, it's just a matter of having that commitment where it got me to the place, and then I read more, and I can't stop some days, and I read 25 last year, and you take on the author's mind. You take on their mind while you're reading the book. Yeah, I've read it several times. Excellent. The book I've read several times is The Master Key by Charles Harnell. Absolutely amazing. Think and Grow Rich. Read that 4 or 5 times. Listened to the audio of that maybe 5 or 6 times as well. The Power of Now. Amazing book. And then I've read most of Charles Poliquin stuff and Paul Chek, and a load of health stuff and wellness. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about today, actually. But we just went off on a tangent. But we'll have another chat about books another day. So the topic of today is you get what you're looking for. You get what you're looking for. So what does that mean? Let me break it down. So you're either looking for a way to succeed. You're either looking for a way to succeed, or you're looking at reasons that you're not succeeding. So you're either looking for a way to succeed, or solutions, or you're looking for the ways why you're not succeeding. So I didn't succeed because I'm not tall enough, or I'm not strong enough, or my body looks this way, or I'm not intelligent enough, or I didn't have a good upbringing, or whatever it is, Or we're saying, right, here's the problem. Well, what's the best solution to this? Might not be an ideal solution, but it's the best one. Might not be even a good solution. There might not be a good way out of something. Sometimes there's not, but choose the best option. It's like the best of a bad situation sometimes. Or sometimes it can be a peach and you can just get yourself out of it. So the bottom line is, very simple, straightforward, this one. So you always get what you're looking for. So we need to be careful. Hey Rosella, how are you? You still in New York? It might be Elmo watching this. You still in New York, I wonder? Just had a client come back from New York, said it was freezing. I wonder how it is out there. Thank you for sharing, Nola. Yeah, if I say anything that resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up and a share. Let me know I'm on track. Help me get this message out. I want to grow this group to 100,000 people, all healthy and all have wealth in their health. And also, we're also wealthy. We have the ability to stop doing whatever we're doing and stay healthy and stay wealthy and keep the standard of living that we've got right now for a year or longer. That's wealth. That's wealth. What was I saying? We're always looking, whatever we're looking at is what we're going to find, right? So, for instance, if you're looking at things negatively and you're in a bit of a bad mood, some days you do, right? You're like, oh, this is crap, and that's not working well. You know, you get into one, and you're looking at everything negatively, and then all you're seeing is negative, and you've got this bad mood on. Whereas some days you wake up and you're like sprightly, and you think, right, I'm going to make the best of it, and then you drop your coffee everywhere, and you're like, oh, damn it. You wipe it up quick and say, whoa, that tissue's better than I thought it was. That was amazing. And then you're on to the next thing, and you're looking at the positive, or you find a solution. Issue happens at work, and you think, right, what's the best thing? I'll call them, and I do that, right, get that done now, and I've done this, and I've called this person, and you solve the problem. Yeah, so whichever way you're looking at things, really important to get this, because we can just get into habits, and maybe we've got lucky and we had a positive parent or both parents or family members or friends around us that we were nurtured to think in that way, positively. But most people, including myself, come from quite a negative thought background. You know, I've told this story before. We're driving into the car park with my nan, taking her shopping years ago. God bless her, she's no longer with us. Still miss her today. But driving in there, and she's like, oh, there's no car park, there's no spaces. We haven't even got there. She doesn't even know. It looks quite busy, admittedly, but I'm like, damn, why are you saying what we don't want? That's exactly what we don't want. There's going to be a perfect space right outside, and when we drive in, boom, there's a perfect space. But it's weird why that mind's set up, so be careful about that. And when we're young, we don't know. Like, I'm thinking of how my son's going to end up thinking. And as he grows up, I'm going to be really careful and watch him, how he communicates and talks and the language he uses, and make sure I keep him on the positive, straight and narrow, because we always get what we're looking for, and that is where we can control our life. So something else happened today. Bear with me on the example, but you'll get my point. I got into the shower and I put the towel up. There's no hooks to put the towel where I was, right? So I hooked it on the edge of the shower, and I thought, I don't want this falling off. Right, I don't want my towel touching the floor. It's a bit wet. There's been guys going in and out. You know, it's busy. Anyway, so I hooked it up and I made sure I put it up there so it wouldn't fall down. I'm having a shower. It hasn't been touched. Boom! It falls down. I was annoyed. I'm annoyed. Like, why? Why? Now I've got this wet towel. And before I could pick it up quickly, the shower that I was in was going. So it soaked it. So now I've got a wet towel. On top of it, it's touched the floor anyway. So I'm there and I'm really going off and I'm repeating, bloody hell. Keep repeating that, and I thought, that's not really helpful. I'm going to keep repeating this how many times and be annoyed and think, you know, what's the point? What's the point? Because here's the distinction I made, which is directly related to we get what we're looking for. Here's the point. The distinction I had today, and I want to share it with you, is we can't directly control the things that happen to us in our lives. But all we can control, the only thing we can control, is our response to the things that happen in our lives. Ben, Mr. Paul, hello mate, we redo that video on Monday. Ben Paul and I will be doing a video about his business, amazing healthy protein snacks. You've got to stay tuned for that. Watch out for that. I will share it with all you guys, and we're going to film that on Monday, so that will be released next week. Emma Wynn, good to see you, good to have you on board, glad you're here. So what I was saying was, we can't, nice one mate. So we can't directly control the things that happen to us in our lives. The only thing we have control over is our response to it, how we decide to respond and behave in relation to that experience. So my towel drops on the floor, it's on this wet floor, loads of blokes going in and out. I'm like, oh man, it's a nightmare. So I quickly pick it up anyway, it's covered in water, so I've put it back up, and I'm annoyed for about 30 seconds, nearly a minute, just growling a bit in my mind, and I think, hold on, I'm going to be, annoyed for the next half hour, an hour? How long am I going to carry on this for? It's happened. Can't change that. Just get on with it. The only thing I had power over was how I felt after that moment. And if I just let it wash over me, maybe there's a pun there. So if I let it wash over me, then there's no problem, right? That's looking, you get what you're looking for. So as I'm looking at the negative, oh, that shouldn't have happened. Why did that happen? It's really annoying, Or, it's happened. You know what? Got better things to think about. Let's keep my vibe up. Let's keep positive and let's have a better day. And not let that ruin my day, like something silly like that. Because I go into the next conversation. If that carries into my next conversation, the person I talk to, and I'm a bit, the person who talks to me is like, you know, and they might not share something with me that could be amazing. Who knows? Who knows? But if I go into the next conversation like, whoa, you know, hey. And people automatically, like I've noticed with my babies, whatever face you pull, and we're programmed to do this from birth, right? Whatever face you pull, you smile, we can't help but copy that a little bit, all of us. So when you meet someone and they always smile, you're like, you can't help it. You just have to put a smile on your face, even if you're trying not to or not going to smile. You have to a little bit. You smile inside at least, and that's really important. So if I go into the next, if I let that situation affect my next communication with someone, affect my next phone call, whatever, affect my next piece of work, then that just runs on through my day. The only thing we have control over is how we view things. Yeah, so we always get what we're looking for. If we're looking at things negatively, we're going to have a negative life. If we're looking at things positively, we're going to have a positive life. And the question I want to ask you is, what feels better? Simple, right? What feels better? Why, if we have a choice, why would we choose the negative? It's mad when you think about it, but we do. We get into that pattern and we do that. What's more enjoyable? And we get to choose that every day. So the last point I want to share with you today is this. Yeah, so thank you, whoever that was. Give me a thumbs up if I said anything you like. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. What's your first name? YJ. I don't want to call you YJ. What should I call you? First name. If I say anything that you like, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a share. Help me get these messages out and bring some people in. So invite a friend into here. It's every day between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Sometimes a bit late. Yorbanis, is that correct? Yorbanis, or do I pronounce it slightly different? Thanks, babe. Let me know. Okay, so the last point is it's okay. It's okay if some days you don't make massive progress. It's okay if some days you don't make massive progress, as long as you make a little progress. So I'll give you an example. Today I've had a wicked week of training. I've smashed it this week, really gone for it. Great training sessions, feel great. Today I felt great, woke up, felt amazing, but yesterday I had a heavy deadlift session and I really went to town, and I was a little bit jaded, a little bit tired, and I thought I'm still going to train. I got changed and I got in the gym and I thought a little bit, really don't feel like it. Nearly didn't train at all. So I thought, you know what? Doesn't matter today. I started thinking, you know, if you don't train, I'm going to be annoyed with myself. So I thought, you know what? Just get a little bit done. Doesn't matter if you don't make massive progress. You've done good progress for the whole week, the last 2 weeks, so on, and doesn't matter today. But just as long as you make a little bit of progress. So I did. I did 4-5 sets of 2, 3, 4 different exercises, and I mixed it up a little bit today. And yeah, it wasn't the workout I'd planned, but I did get some things done, and I did feel better for doing that actually. But then the shower thing happened, and I learned an insight. So maybe that wouldn't have come about, maybe it would, who knows? But that's the insight today. So just to recap, you get exactly what you're looking for. So you're either looking for success or ways to succeed, or you're looking for reasons that you're not succeeding. Okay? Have that clear in your mind, and catch yourself. Catch yourself if you're saying, oh, I didn't do that well because I was tired, or I didn't do that well because I never really do that well. I'm not smart enough to. Catch yourself doing that and say, how, you know, look for ways to succeed. How could I do this better? Did I do this to the best of my ability? Yeah, I did it to the best of my ability. Doesn't matter about anything else. So look, catch yourself first, and then just recorrect and keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep doing it. I actually another insight that I'm going to share with you in more detail, but it's taken me a year to get something. Now that's how long it might take to rewire these lessons that I'm learning. Each one, you might have to do it for a year. You know, that's the way it is, right? That's the way it is. But it really does take that long sometimes. Like a martial art, how long does it take to master a martial art or become a black belt? You know, you're talking years, right? How long it takes to get a business going? 3 to 5 years. And 96 or 98% of businesses fail after 5 years, and that's after hard work. Keep going. So you need to keep doing these things. Keep catching yourself. Are you either focusing on how to succeed, or you're focusing on why you're not succeeding? Just make that distinction. I'm focusing on why I'm not succeeding. Jump over, because it feels better. It's more enjoyable. And the next conversation you have will be more pleasurable for you and the person you have it with. So you don't get to choose what directly happens to you, but you get to choose how you feel about it and what's going to happen next. Keep that in mind. And you don't have to make massive progress every day. It's okay if you just make a little progress. But always make some progress. Do something. You know, if you have an exercise and you thought, I didn't get to the gym, just get down. Do some crunches, do a plank, do some squats, whatever it is. Do 10. Do 10. Just do something. Do something every day towards your goal, whatever it is. I talk a lot about body because that's my specialty, body transformations and exercise, but it's business, it's emotions, it's money as well. It's all the same. It's all linked, right? Peds, my man, we need to organise that coffee. We need to catch up, mate. Glad to see you. Hope you're well. But it doesn't matter if we make massive progress every day, just as long as we make a little progress. And we always, always, always get what we're looking at. You're either looking for success or you're looking at reasons why you're not succeeding. Catch yourself and turn yourself into why, how I can succeed. How I can succeed. Right, that's it. That's it. Keep it short and sweet today. If I got any message across that resonated with you, that just made a distinction and a bit of clarity in your mind that's going to help you, I hope it did. I hope you got some value from this. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a share. I always really appreciate it. And you let me know that I'm on the right track and giving out some decent information. And you banish, you let me know. You send me a couple of messages, mate. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And thank you for the shares, everyone. It's all going really well. Let's build this group. Bring a friend. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. or between 6 and 6:30. I will be here, I promise. Bring a friend to the party and we'll have a chat. I promise we'll have a good time and we'll make some distinctions together, learn together. If we learn from our own mistakes and lessons every day, that's clever, that's smart. We're not making the same mistakes twice, that's stupid. But if we can learn from each other, then we can speed up our progress and we get to our destination, our goals quicker than we would have before. That's the aim of the game. All right. Have an amazing evening. Take great care of yourself and everyone around you. And remember, happy is a skill that you can learn. And this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us. Ileani, how are you? And I was just ending off. So skim back to the beginning of the video and have a watch. I'd really like to get the message out. And I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Peds and Ileani, let me know your thoughts. Hope all is well. I'm in LA, but listen to you wherever I can. Amazing. Someone from LA, someone from Canada. Peds, you might be in Greece somewhere. I'm not sure where you are, mate. Cyprus, maybe. You're always jet setting. So you're Banis from LA. Hope you're having a great day. Take this with you. Maybe share this message. Have a little distinction. Share it with someone else. Share it with the person next to you or the next person you talk to, if you can. So if you can't, press share. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening. Take care of yourself and everyone around you. Lots of love, peace, and keep your thoughts on success.